Do you ever just look at your koi and wonder, are these things growing or not? Do you think it's because we look at them every day that we just don't notice it when they do actually grow? Most of you guys may already know me and know that I've been keeping koi for quite some time. In fact, I would guess quite a few you know every single fish that's in my pond. Although I do believe that there's a couple extras out there that nobody's seen. Over the years of keeping these living jewels, my tastes in koi have evolved slightly. I used to be absolutely crazy about the Tancho variety. And the Tancho is a white koi with a distinctive red spot in the centre of its head. These are easily recognisable as they resemble the Japanese flag. Although the longer I've been keeping koi, I have become more interested in the Showa, which is a black fish with red and white markings. And as there's three colours in play here, it's a lot more difficult to get a top quality specimen than it would be for, say, a two colour variety like Kohaku, which is obviously a white fish with red markings. In the Showa spawning, only the black fry are selected at the earliest possible stage. This is called Karaku. I'm probably not even saying that right, I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments below. But this is where the black fry are selected and the rest are culled. This brings me on to a fish in my own pond, a little Showa that I want to measure first. This Showa was purchased from Koi Masters, bred by Ogata in Japan, and it was 25 centimeters whenever I purchased it. So I'm really excited to see how that fish is developed and grown. Before you measure any koi, you're going to need a few things. Most importantly, a koi measuring bowl. You're going to need a pan net, a sock net to transport it, and obviously a koi fish to measure. I had been after a koi bowl for quite some time, one of a metre in length. I couldn't find a decent one anywhere that wasn't an absolute fortune to buy. I've come across this one that I found online. I'll pop a link in the description below. You may be interested in getting one. I got mine for £139, which is an absolute bargain when it comes to koi bowls of a metre in size. So if anyone's interested, there'll be a link down there below. Let's do this then. Let's measure some koi. And stop judging me for the bits in my water. I just turned me pond pumps up flat out. After they'd been running slow over the winter, I turned them up to try and clear anything that might be left settling in the pipes. And obviously there was, as it's now all blasted into me pond. Come on you, happy days. So this is that little Showa I was talking about, 25 centimeters when I first got her. Absolutely cracking little fish. Old school Showa, right up my street. The skin quality on this is second to none. This is little Poppy. That's right, every fish in my pond has a name. My wife has named every one of them. And when we originally first got this little Showa, it's Benny. It did have Benny in the shape of a poppy, but as the sumis come up, it's not very poppy-like anymore. But hey ho, it's still called Poppy. Beautiful fish. As I said, this was one from Chris Masters, bred by Ogata. I actually took this fish to the Yorkshire section of the British Koi Keepers Society and show, I think, in 2021, and it come away with best in variety and size for show, best in size and variety. 44 centimeters, I think, which is great. But just look at it, what a cracking little fish. Well, I don't suppose it's so little anymore. Has developed really well though. Really pleased with how this koi has turned out. Not too bad at all. Best get her back. Next one on the chopping board is Elijah, which is an Ochiba, also purchased from Koi Masters. Named Elijah after Elijah Michelson. I guess my wife has thought it was a great looking koi, because she obviously thinks Elijah Michelson is pretty good looking from Vampire Diaries. This is one of the most friendliest fish that we have in the pond. Always first up to the edge to hand feed every single time. I mean, The wife can even lift this fish out of the water with her hand. Growing like hell. Doing really, really well. Last measured this fish in 2021 and it was 44 centimeters. Crazy thing about this fish is the way it changes colour. 55 centimeters now. We are heated here, 12 degrees at the minute. It is winter, and this fish always goes really pale in the winter, and in the summer the scalation and the colour just comes back like it's unbelievable. Just get him back in the pond. This is the one I think nobody has seen. This is a Showa from Ogata, a Tancho Showa. Little bit special. It is a male, and but it's got a fantastic Tancho spot. Skin quality, the luster on it. It is a wee bit veiny here. It did get a little bit stressed when I was bowling him up. I haven't had this fish long, only got it sort of the last year. It hasn't had much time in decent heat. It was 42 centimeters when I've got it, and it's 45 now, so it's only put on 3 centimeters. Really looking forward to getting some food down it this season, and whenever that sumi finishes, I think this is going to be an absolutely stunning fish. It was purchased direct through the Ogata auction. Chris Masters got it again as always, and yeah, I'm super happy with this koi. Really looking forward to watching it develop. And that's it. That's all I'm going to be getting out today. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That brings us to the end of this little video. I do hope you got some value out of the content, and if you did, why not consider clicking on one of the videos that's going to pop up on the end screen now. Take it easy, look after yourselves, and more importantly, look after your fish.